Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RSF1's F3 division here for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in the United Arab Emirates. It's round number 5, technically, if you don't include the sprint races that we had in Belgium. Event 5, shall we say, or track 5, if you like. We have gone from the floodlit of Bahrain to the floodlit of Abu Dhabi. The altered circuit, of course, from last season's game, or last year's game, if you like. Well, still the same game, wasn't it? But yeah, it's been altered, and it's a very nice and flowing track now. It doesn't have that fiddly bits. Should be set for some good, great racing here, but can cause some drama this track. Let's see how we get on today. I'm SF Michaels, and I am joined not by Orphan this time, but I've employed the Irishman, Mr. Timmer. Good evening, Mr. Timmer.
Good evening. How are things?
Good. We just had, sorry, Green Blaze has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Would you believe it? That happened to me yesterday. It's just where you spin and your car is resting on the pit exit. It literally does not give you time to get away. It's an odd one.
I see. Yes, how are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. Of course, first thing I've got to say is congratulations, because you got a very well-deserved podium in the race yesterday in F5 from 17th on the grid as well.
Yeah, it just shows keeping your nose clean throughout the race can have some benefits every now and again.
So there's too many things going on at the moment. I've just seen a Ferrari just retired.
Yeah, he's going to have to put me in a 125.1 there. It's a nice tidy lap. I'd imagine they can go a little quicker though.
Quick thing, Timmer. That Ferrari, big spin for Alonso. Can you check the Ferrari if someone know one, please? Because that looked manual retirement, as in not terminal damage. Can you check whether that is or not? Because I was right in the last corner, and it looked parked, if that makes sense.
I'll check.
Thank you. There goes the Egon 25-0 in the Alfa Romeo. First thing to point out, a little bit of admin work. We have our full 2020 driver grid, which is fantastic to see. But we do have HRV Thomas, here he is, in the Alpine. He's reserving for only Destroyer in this race, and he's just going through the middle sector now, just past his teammate. So all the best to HRV Thomas. I believe it's his first race here today in RSF1, so all the best to him.
So we have Double in chat, RSF1 Double there. He's after saying that someone no one is on controller because his wheel is broken. So I don't know, does that mean he had an incident there with his wheel, or he's just not fancying the controller? He has just retired. It wasn't a crash.
I see. Have the chat up.
Very difficult to go from. Joshua Meister's retired.
Oh, is that through turn 2?
Where's
I
that?
just see his car. Yeah.
Turn 2, yeah. He's coming out of the pits there. We're gonna catch him. Oh! Oh! And our blazer guns. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I was on board at LA16 Ham, actually. 5-place grid penalty because Blazer was stuck in the middle of the road.
He spun coming out of the pit lane and looked like the car reset to track. So put him out in front of whoever was coming, so I don't know what happened there exactly.
This is a mad Q1 already. We're only like 3 minutes into it. 3 retirements. 5-place grid penalty for LA16 Ham. Also slithering and focusing on F1, not on the football. So if you don't mind, please talk about the F1. I don't care about the football. Yeah. Right, this track, Timmer, obviously altered from the last time we kind of majorly went at it. So obviously you did very well yesterday, so you obviously like the track. Actually, do you like the track? Because liking and pace-wise are different.
I don't like this track, actually. It's I find the races can be very boring in it. If that makes any sense. Like, I raced yesterday and I was battling nobody the whole way through, you know. So the last 10 laps was just trying to keep it between the white lines.
Yeah, I
see. I do like the long left-hander though, the way they've changed that after section 2. That can be a tricky corner.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can go side by side through there, so it can be entertaining if drivers are able to stick together through there.
I like what's that turn now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 5, like the open sort of hairpin now, rather than the chicane and then a very tight hairpin before you get to the main straight.
You can really fly into that hairpin now. It's take a wide approach and go across. It's quite nice, yeah.
Having a look at Snedden here, last week's race winner. Got his first. It's amazing actually. He got his first result of. Well, it's actually only been his third race. So I got it wrong because I thought he was in from the start, and he's had a few races and. Yeah, got his win last week in Bahrain. Was very closely fought by RSF1 Core in the Haas. Be interested to see whether we can get a similar battle here tonight as he comes round through the last sector. Of course, the corners under the hotel as well, Tim, have been widened. Just makes this track a lot more flowing, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, definitely does. It means the track limits are slightly better. You're not invalidating as much as the last track.
I mean, the biggest thing for all was that left, right, left, which I never ever could handle in that beginning of the last sector. It's just I didn't get it. I didn't get it, and I was always having problems, but so much better. Right, so current times at the moment, Dave on a 24.4, 4 tenths quicker than everybody else at the moment, so he's hooked up already, Timmer.
Yeah, 24, I'm trying to remember what, I'm not going to be able to remember what P1 for Div 1 was. I think it was a 23 something, a low 23, so.
Was that F1?
Yeah, for the Division 1, yeah.
That's low 23, so... Yeah, mid to low 24s, I would have said. Maybe creeping into 23s. 5-0 for Yorkie. Yeah, it seems as if Dave, in that Red Bull, just has pace over everybody else, because apart from him, we've then got 3 tenths separating Snedden in second down to 10th, Longson in the Ferrari, so unless someone else can find a couple of tenths themselves, this might be difficult for them to catch up to Dave going forward.
Well, I found going into Q2, there's a lot less grip on track in Q2. I found it's just myself personally. Maybe that's down to my setups or whatnot, but I can never go as quick in Q2 as I can in Q1.
Oh, RSF1 call with a harsh track limit validation there, but justified. It was all 4 wheels off, but you know what the game is like. They've already retired, but he is safe, I would say. For 24.4.
I'd say he's fairly confident, yeah.
Let me just quickly run down the rest of the results from last week. Snedden in Mercedes took the race victory with Core in second place. Yeah, there was a tight and close battle between the pair of them. Third place went to Harry in the AlphaTauri. Let's see. Okay. Fourth place went to Mike. There's a Mike. Interesting fact for you, Mr. Timmer. There's a Mike has finished every race in the points, and the lowest he's finished is 5th, 3 times.
Wow, so he must be high up then on the Drivers' Championship then, is he?
I believe he
Contender.
is. I believe he is. I hadn't even
Let's
actually
try and
looked at
pull
it
that
going
up.
into tonight's race, but will in a bit. Yeah, he's lowest it's been is 5th place. So got 4th last time out. So very good start for Mike in the Williams. 5th was Joshua Meister in the Alpine. A good result for him, as Longson's just retired, entered the pit lane as well.
He has put the car Ferrari in the wall. So what's happened there?
No.
Yeah. Just exited turn 2 there.
That corner is really catching a few people out. Did you have any problems there last night?
The last 4 laps I had to lift, but again I wasn't under any pressure, so I lifted so I wouldn't spin as a sin is, but I did. That's where I spun in Q1. I spun on that corner and went into the pit lane and it disqualified me.
Oh dear, that's why you're 17.
Yeah. It's the same as what happened. Was it 3 Ramblers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Has caused people trouble in the past. It seems to be still the thing. Obviously, despite the difference in the car handling into this game and track alteration, but I don't think actually turn 2 and 3 has been altered in any way. It's still flowing and can catch a few people out. Carrying on, Blazer Guns got his best result of the season with 6th last time out. 7th was LA16 Hammond and Mercedes, so 2 Mercedes in the points is pretty good for them. Someone No One in the Ferrari was 8th. 9th was Yorkie in the Williams, who actually got very unluckily caught out in the late safety car with his time penalty as well. The 9th was not where he should have been, so hopefully he'll be on the fight back tonight. And then the last point scorers was Egon in the Alfa Romeo, 10th place. So yeah, going forwards, under 4 minutes left of Q1. A very weird situation here, Tim. 4 people retired out now, which means as long as Techers and... well, it's between Techers and Blazer Guns now, isn't it, by the looks of it?
It is indeed, yeah. Both have not set laps at the moment. Blazer Guns put in the chat there as well. What happened was he spun in the pit lane and it reset him. The game reset him, and then LA Ham went into side of him. There was nothing he could do to avoid the collision.
Yeah, I was on board with that. Weird how the game just teleports your car right back onto the racing line. If that's the case, oh, and he's had another spin. Oh, careful, there's a car coming around. Having real trouble hooking up a lap together, Blazer. And he doesn't have long left. That's 3 minutes left and his tyres are going to be absolutely screaming hot. Got to calm it down this lap and then go again, so he has to fuel. With a 34.8. It pretty much is, by the looks of it, Tim, a straight head-to-head between Blazer and Techers, although Core is in trouble, as is Harry, with the times they've got there.
Yeah, if such Checkers can switch his lap on here, he'll be. I'd imagine he's well capable of doing a low 125. As these Blazer Guns, they're all probably well capable of doing 125s. But I just think Blazer's really struggling with his setup there.
Always
not
tired.
doing it.
Always retired at 26.1, so that's the target.
He's chancing it.
Going on board with Techers. But a rough time Techers has in the season so far. Looking at his results, he got 5th in the first race and has not scored a point since. And had a very rough time in Bahrain last time. Already his teammates been disqualified, a little bit unfairly, but got McLaren already on the back foot. Goes into the chicane, just about on the brakes in time. Keep an eye on Blazer as well, who has invalidated, so But he's a
Yeah,
round for another lap.
There.
Oh, Tekka's has spun it! No!
Ugh.
Just going into the last sector that on left-hander. How long has he got left? 40 seconds, right, he's got enough time. Yeah, both of these guys are struggling.
No.
Oh, laser.
No. Yeah, it's to me that looks like a setup issue there. He wasn't that mad on the power and he just went around.
Tire temperatures, maybe?
That's huge in this game, is the tire pressure. You get the tire pressure wrong at all, you're in deep doo-doo.
Oh, Yorkie's left the set. Could you give Yorkie an invite, please? Right, so all Tekka's has to do, I think Blazer's definitely done, so all Tekka's has to do is... There's a weird thing, he's got to get somewhere close to a 26-1 and he should be alright. Or beat a 26-1, then he'll go through. Blazer's out, will join the rest that have retired.
RSF1 Dhabi reckons the new handling model of the car at this track loses the rear a lot. I mean, my setup seemed pretty well. When I say my setup, I borrowed Pigeon Much's setup, and I didn't have any problem with it going at the rear. Car that one time I spun in Q1.
Just played the game.
Horizon.
Yeah. Blazer's retired. Let's see what Tekka's could do. Is he actually going to be at 25? I don't think he is. No.
He's not.
He beats Blazer, but ends up 16th. So both McLarens are out in Q1 for the second week in a row. They are struggling for pace at the moment, but wow.
Maybe. Yeah.
Chaotic Q1 Timmer already.
Anybody starting at the back though, if Timmy can finish in P3 from the back, anybody can finish up high from the back, you know, so just stick with it, as the saying is.
Yeah. So, Longson retired, Joshua Meister retired, Someone No One retired, Trim Blaze got disqualified, and Tekka's and Blazer guns unfortunately didn't set quick enough time. Means 14 going through, and of course remember we also had LA16 Ham with that very unfortunate grid penalty in that session as well. So mad Q1 sets up very interestingly for the rest of the qualifying. Be normal now.
Not a chance.
I don't know. Tim, actually, very interesting question for you. How do you feel about on this year's game now, where in Q2 you don't see medium tyres anymore, where everyone goes on softs, and the fact that if you start outside the top 10 you don't get the advantage of the fresh tyres?
Yeah, I think it's a bit crap. Like, I used to like trying to. It meant there was a lot more strategy involved in where you qualified, you know, and that's gone from the game now. I think with this way it's done at the moment. So.
Well, it's a real life thing, isn't it? So blame FIA.
I know, yeah. I preferred the older way it was qualifying was done.
You know the qualifying.
Tires.
Go on.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, you know the qualifying format I miss the most, personally? The single lap qualifying.
Ooh.
Well, there's two things with that. Like, imagine if, say, you had that in a league. Because the way the TV did is you actually gave time to every driver, to every team. You got to see all their laps. Like these days, like, you don't see, as an example, in real life, you rarely see Latifi's lap, for example. You rarely see Stroll's lap, for example, or those that are expected to go out in Q1. This is plain example.
You're looking at the score, the timing board, really, and you see that they're not making any progress at all. Like,
and you just ignore them. And they always focus on the Maxes, the Leclercs, the Hamiltons, which, makes sense. But I prefer, like, you give everybody the focus. Plus, also, if you made a mistake, that's it. You're at the back of the grid. I mean, these days you put Max or any of the Ferraris or Hamilton or Russell at the back of the grid, they'll get 4th or 5th still. I get that, but still would make it interesting if it was a mixed up grid, you know, have like a Williams in the top 10 just because they actually did a lap, or get mixed conditions. It was dry for them and wet for others.
The two Ferraris down at the back.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's other reasons as to why they changed it and to what we got now, but anyway, right, middle Q2. I'm just going to bring up the standings, I think, as everyone goes on the laps. You have access to the standings.
I do. Want me to shoot them out there?
If I do drivers, if you don't mind, and then you could do constructors.
Yep.
If that's all right with you, of course.
Yeah, I just have to pull up the constructors here.
Right. Core goes to 26.8 as his opening lap, but that's immediately beaten by Galaxy Connor and the Aston Martin at 25.4. So that's a little bit better into the 25s.
I believe Galaxy Connor is an Irishman as well.
Arash Alonso, 25.5. Oh, yeah, the other piece of admin work I forgot to mention, Arash Alonso in the Haas is now a full-time driver in Haas, and that's replaced Vevtik, 24.9 for Thomas and 24.4 for Sheen. Getting right back into the times we saw in Q1. Right, so driver standings, starting from the bottom up to the top. Snedden, Vevtik, Longson and FFR Harry yet to score a point. Blazer Guns on 1 point. I don't think this is updated, actually. Huh. Who hasn't done the standings?
And I'm just looking at the constructors is from round 4 constructor standings.
After round 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So constructors is right. Drivers isn't. Oh, Yuzkin.
Yuzkin got
He's done the same thing.
Actually, same thing, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think constructors is updated, but I don't think the driver standings is.
Bladesboy UK, if you go to if you just look at the chat above you, there's https RSF1 series f1.com.
Yeah, what the Nightbot has just said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, besides Timmy trying to come out with a big old spiel and not get to the point at all. If you just click on that link and go to the website and join, and some of the lads will be in touch with you.
And we are a all-console league now, or all-equipment league. PC, what's the other one? PlayStation and Xbox. Right, there's a Mike is on his outlap. If you want to do constructors, they're updated. I don't know what's going on with the drivers, but if you want to do constructors, Timber, by all means.
Yeah, so at the back, P10 is Red Bull on 5 points. P9 is Ferrari with 10 points. Aston Martin then are 8th with 14 points. We've McLaren then in 7th with 20 points. Alpine are in 6th with 28 points. Team Haas are 5th with 51 points. Alfa Romeo are in 4th with 52 points. We've Mercedes in 3rd with 70 points. with the AlphaTauri then in P2 with 72 points, and then the Williams are all the way in first with 120 points. And I think it's the two Williams drivers actually that are 1 and 2 in the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
Going from last week's drivers' standings. So
Yeah, I believe, if my maths are correct with me, Mike is leading the drivers. I just don't know by how much, because it goes... because I remember looking at those driver standings last week, and that point system hasn't changed. The points hasn't changed at all, so apologies for that, but that is no problem at all. As Mike comes through, 24.4, nearly to Sheen's time, so that's a very good lap for Mike. Puts him a little bit more safe than the way he was in Q1, because he was high 24, I believe. So Mike is on it, in that Williams.
And we've Dave coming around the last corner here. Wonder what he'll put in. It'll be decent time, it's a 24.4.
Nice. Still on it, Dave, in that Red Bull. What do you think of the Williams livery of this year, Timmer?
I love it. It's a great looking car.
A bit more of a... kind of a weird way to say it, but I think it's a bit more of a mean looking car, if that makes any sense at all. Like, especially from the front, as you can see it here. Like, it's before it used to have like bright colours, that like the bright blue and the bright white. Now it's like a black and blue, isn't it? So it's more...
I really like it now. It's a very nice livery.
It shows off even better in the under the floodlights, though, I guess.
Yeah, Blitz Boy, if you just check under your comment, Mike Bot is sorting you out there with the Discord link.
The Nightbot is very helpful. Just
incredibly so, because I was there going in my head.
I love how it knew. I love how it knew as well. And there you go. Yeah, if you join that, I believe Muddy Biscuit will then ping you, or you'll get a notification from him, and it's time trial basically. You set your laps on the time trial, send them to Muddy Biscuit, and he will put you in the division from there. And hopefully, we'll see you on the grid, Blades Boy. Hopefully, please do watch the rest of this race so you can see what else we provide. But it's good to see. We've got some more as Yorkie really flying the car around the past couple of corners there. And it works for him. A 24.3.
That's a very nice time as well. It's very... Have you done the a formation lap, Michaels, with the way you have to line up for the grid box?
Sorry?
Have you done the formation lap where you have to line up for the grid box?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I like it, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, Snedder, that was a interesting validation there. Yeah, I like it. I like the fact how if you get it wrong, because I've got it wrong quite a few times.
Yeah.
Especially first off, now I realise you just need to go slowly up to it and then you're fine. Because thing is, I do a lot of Forza Motorsport stuff now, and you have to manually go up to the grid spot in that. But there isn't a system like in this game where you can just sort of slot in. You got to literally line up your car, and if you get it wrong, like in this game, if you get it wrong, it's a big difference. You don't think it is, but compared to someone who's got it lined up perfectly right, it's a good like half a car length they put you back. So.
Yeah, you're at a huge disadvantage in straight away then, yeah.
Apologies. It's very windy outside and there's a tree literally banging against our bedroom wall. Wonder what the bangs were.
I thought you were going to say somebody was knocking on the window.
I'd be very amazed if someone was. I mean, I'm on the second floor, so...
Yeah.
You'd think not. Anyway, 3 minutes left of qualifying.
Oh, somebody's gone on there. It's Mr. Galaxy Connor. Just coming out of... Dave's retired. Dave was retired in the pits, yeah. He's happy enough with his time.
Yorkie as well. Double sectors 2 for Snedden, that's a bit more like it. It's under a little bit of pressure. Should be alright to begin with. He's in the middle sector, nearly losing the car though, getting a little bit loose. Underneath the hotel, again, it's just so much more flowing. Weird what can happen when you just widen out the corners a little bit. Even the curbs there, the penultimate corner, a lot more wider as he goes second, and never in doubt. 24.4 joins the 24.4 club at the top of the timings.
Oh, the AlphaTauri boys are they're doing a bit of a tour down the backstroke there.
Is that a toe or is that just getting in the way?
Oh no, it's like a tour.
One in front of them.
Yeah. Harry's on the lap, I think.
And there's thunder and lightning going on as well. I'm distracted. Bad weather.
Bad weather over there.
End of the lap to Harry, I think. Oh, that was very close in the track limits. I'm amazed he actually got away with that. 25.3 though. I was expecting 24s with a toe as well, but maybe he made a mistake in the earlier part that we missed.
It's a tricky track to get set up right on too. Like it's a lot of straights and you need your downforcing for the turns as well. It's find that sweet spot.
Is Harry going to give the toe? Jamie, he is. A bit of a toe. Kind of good out of the way.
Oh, come on, Harry, you can't do that.
Oh, was he? Oh, I see what he did. So he cut the corner then to give a second slipstream.
Yeah. Other teams are not going to be happy with that.
No. I know the rule is you can't cut the course to get round in time, but he wasn't. I don't know about that one. That's kind of a non-written rule, isn't it?
I've seen it happen, and there's a huge debate about it before, and I'm just not going to say now on stream what'll happen.
Yeah. Well, for Jamie, 24.3, he goes through, knocks his teammate out though, because Harry did not make the line in time. So that, oh my goodness, that means LA16 Ham is out, and Core scrapes through by a couple of attempts. Goodness. Galaxy Connor is also out. At the top, there you go, Timmer. The exact same time set by Yorkie and Egon at 24.300.
Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That actually happened in Division 1 as well on Sunday night. It's, I don't know which two drivers did the same time twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm outside where I'm at. Right. Yeah,
fingers crossed the power still on.
Yeah, again, if I suddenly go, you know why. Right, so, yeah, top 7, just under 2 temps. That's very impressive at a track like this, isn't it? I mean, kind of a short flowing track, but you can still make a lot of mistakes. So 2.5 temps is quite good from this group.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you get the exit out of the hairpin, that's you can get a lot of time out of that, and even the chicane, the exit out of the chicane. It's all about the exit speed.
Harry's a bit of a surprise because finished in 3rd place last time out in Bahrain. Was actually pretty good on pace wise, so a bit of a surprise there in 12th. But Yuskin unfortunately disqualified. Galaxy Con in 13th, Harry 12th, and LA16 Ham in 11th. There is your top 10. Seems to me Core's struggling a little bit because he scraped through Q1. Oh, didn't scrape through Q1. He got through time-wise on Q1. I think it was like top 5, but had to do a lap like really late on. And then in this one, it's only gone through by a couple of attempts. So might be struggling at this track, but got through. That's what matters.
There's not much between 9th and 10th there either.
Who looks good for you? Who looks stronger? I mean, I'm looking at Dave in that Red Bull because he's been constantly up there.
You couldn't. Yorkie would be a good outside bet as well. Like, it's just there's 3 guys there that will definitely. And even Snedden, I think if he hooks up his lap, he could perhaps possibly get up there.
I mean, Snedden was on pace last week, so could be on again.
Sarah Mike as well. He's well capable of sticking on pole.
HRV Thomas is a debut race in RSF1, and he's in the top 10. So little shout out to him. Because it's very easy, Timmer, isn't it, on your first race, just to be a bit overwhelmed, I guess, is the word.
Yeah, do you remember your first race in a league race?
You're asking me to go back way back, I think. But you mean RSF1?
Well, like, everyone gets that. I think the butterflies, isn't it, before a race when you're. You know, it's and you're of course when you join the league, you don't want to be causing incidents either. You're kind of worried about drivers side by side. And
China was my first one in season 2, I think, even 2 or 3. In China, I think it was like 3rd or 4th round of the season, back when China was on the game. Oh, although actually China is coming back apparently. I saw the news about that.
Oh.
Also, Ferrari's getting
China
yellow.
Track.
Also, Ferrari's got a bit of yellow.
Really?
Which we're gonna see actually in the game, because apparently they've installed it into the game from the 12th, I think it is. The next little update, because Ferrari got like a special livery for Monza. I don't know why it's yellow, but fair enough.
Tribute to the old Jordans, is it?
I guess so. I did kind of miss the yellow on the grid. It's a weird thing, isn't it?
It's a nice colour to have on a car. I think it's just it stands out. It's very bold, Joe.
Right, into Q3. This is the business end as Mike swings his way through turn 1 and 2. Maybe that's the way to do it. Just hang on for dear life. Into turn 4. Place where Max Verstappen dived up the inside. Lewis Hamilton take the lead. And that's race we don't talk about because it was wrong. Well, depending who you support, actually. Even if you supported no one. It was contentious into the chicane. Underneath the bridge, opening up the DRS down into 8, I think. There's so much more flowing, just so satisfying just to shut the car in. Carry the speed through, find the curves on the outside, but it gives them a wide berth. Because the way you approach these 2 corners here, very interesting. This teammate, I think, has had a spin on the exit of the pit lane. I think that was a Williams dot. Anyway, into the final 2 corners, he has to let off the throttle. In the penultimate one, what does he do? 24.3, he's right up there already, but he did have to lift a couple of times, so there's time there, I think. But very nice banker lap, actually.
Smiller, look, 123.8.
Oh!
Oh my lord.
Fastest lap of the evening.
The benchmark is set.
I think if I remember rightly, he got pole in Bahrain last week as well. If I remember correctly. Yeah, he definitely did. So, back on pace again. Oh, it's Yorkie. Back extend turn 8 at the edge of the curb. He's backed off. Anybody else on a lap? There's an Alpine round. It's HRV Thomas. Been just past the hotel.
Yeah, it's a tricky corner there. If too much power down, you're going around.
Just ask Nicholas Latifi a year ago.
Just ask Orphan. He's been on it twice yesterday, or 3 times yesterday even. Oh.
Especially now, because it's opened up, you can carry so much more speed there, can't you? So it's a bit more dangerous.
Dave's after going purple sector 1 there.
Yeah, of course, it's gone purple middle sectors. It's on his lap now, just coming onto the hotel. I love how the hotel obviously changes lights throughout the race. The final 2 corners, fling the car in. The telemetry up, I should do. It's a slow 5.4 banker lap, I think. Would be on used tyres as well. Right, how's Dave getting on? He's just coming into the hotel.
It's not looking too bad. I think he's going to be there and thereabouts.
Personal best so far this session has been a 24. Again, the 23s he does, but a 10th behind, but that's not bad. He's there or thereabouts. So did you watch all that out from Dave? Do you reckon there was a bit more in there?
Yeah, he had a bit of a... He went slightly onto the curb almost. Oh, he's after going up the wall!
Oh no!
I don't know what happened there. That was an odd one. It was almost as if his wheel, if he's on a wheel disconnected, or if his controller disconnected, because he turned left to go with the track and the car just went right into the wall.
Oh, that's a big shame for Dave there, because he looked very quick. He's been looking very quick all evening. I mean, could still end up on the front row though if nobody beats his time, but can't go for pole.
We still have Yorkie on track there. He's a relatively quick guy. Jamie's after putting a P3 there, 124.2.
Nice. Yeah, Jamie is probably on a bit of a revenge from last week. Got very unfortunately taken out by Egon in the race after looking good for solid points. How's Jamie's season been going on? Let's have a look at his Yorkie. The thing about that corner, I hate watching it because you think they're going to go.
It always drags you out wide as well. There seems to be a pull there.
I do like the shot. If you got it on broadcast, where you got the length of the entire straight, and you could just see the car going down it.
Yeah, some of the new cameras in this are amazing. You get amazing shots of it.
Of course, there's low. Hello, cool. Be focusing on your lap. Try and get pole.
Go faster.
But high. not to bring you down or anything, but. Oh, Yorkie get right on the curbs. Leaving nothing on the table.
He likes them. I'm scared of them. I try and stay away from them.
Maybe it's his setup. He's got soft suspension, I reckon.
He's definitely going to be behind Dave, I think.
Ooh. What
What?
Wow.
I got that totally wrong. I was wrong.
Yorkie's another one where bit of on a revenge call, similar to Jamie, because I think I mentioned at the start, finished in 9th, and that's not where he should have been. I mean, obviously you get given the position that you finish, obviously, but you know, his pace-wise, not been down in 9th, but it's on provisional pole with 2 minutes 50 seconds to go.
That was some lap.
Right, Thomas in the Alpine. Remember his first race today. Imagine if he sticks it like top 5 and mixes it up with the usual pace setters of F3. First race in RSF1, you're in with the fastest of the group.
Oh, sir. He just lost it coming out of turn 2 there.
Oh, he's not got no front wing either. Well, he's done.
Completely shut it off. Yeah.
Oh, careful. Yeah, he realises. But that's a shame for Mike. He'll be... Yeah, there's no way he's getting back in the pits and repairing, so 5th at best for Mike. Have a difficult qualifying session, because he ended up in, I think it's 13th in Bahrain. Still managed to get points. One of the beneficiaries of the late safety car. Here comes Thomas to go 6th. Not bad from Thomas. 24-4.
It's decent for your first race, definitely.
He hasn't done the worst part yet. Start on
yeah,
lap
the start.
Don't ready up on the grid.
Oh.
Here comes Alonso.
I think no matter how many times you tell the new guy not to do that, it's like they just hear press the button.
Alright, 1 minute to go. This is where the crunch point is. Yorkie is in the pits, so Yorkie is saying, right, try and beat my time. And Snedden is about to go for his lap. Sparks flying as he goes into turn 1. Nicely through 2 and 3, down into 4, and he's found a 10th already at the end of the first set. It did go purple though. That's not his personal best, but he's found a bit more time. Definitely do like the sparks flying at the rear of the car. Nice lap at the moment from Snedden. You think he found time as he goes in for the middle sector. Has he kept the advantage? Extended it by 2 tenths now. The time is up. Arash Alonso's in the pits. There's an Alfa Romeo crossing the line of Egon to go 7th. Here goes Snedden. 2.5 tenths up. If he keeps the time, he will take pole away from Yorkie. And he does. By 0.5 tenth.
One hell of a lap.
Yeah, and I think, apart from Jamie's invalidated, yeah, it's just Thomas in the Alpine. Finish off a lap. And unless Thomas can find 9 tenths of a second on his lap, I think Snedden has pole position.
I like to drop to 4th for that corner and then change up to 5th halfway through. I just seem to get more traction through it.
Well, that on left-hander.
Yeah. Oh, he's got
R07's not too bad on your debut from Thomas in the Alpine. Had a Egon, had a cause in 9th. Wow.
Yeah, he did improve, but he did improve on his last lap, but he didn't improve enough.
Right, so Snedden in the Mercedes on pole position. Last week's race winner in Bahrain. He had a close run battle in that last race. He might have it today because Yorkie was not too far behind in that Williams. David still ended up 3rd despite retiring. Timmer, I think he'll take that to considering.
Yeah, I'd say he'd be fuming over the car getting put in the wall though.
Alright, take us through the top 10 please, Timmer.
Okay, so in P10 was Arash Alonso in the Haas, and then P9 was RSF1. You were saying core, is it?
Oh yeah,
the Haas. P8 was Egon. I'm not going to name all the numbers in the Alpha. Then we pay HRV Thomas in P7 in the Alpine. Zara Mike in the Williams in P6, Jamie 24 in the AlphaTauri in P5. In P4 we've Sheen in the Alfa Romeo. In P3 is Dave, and then Yorkie or LWS Yorkie in the Williams is P2, and I've lost in who was
Snedden.
In first again. Snedden in the Merc was first. Faster next time.
It's alright. Well, got a formation lap, got a whole grid to do.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is the beautiful thing, Timmer. Like last week when I had with Orphan, we got formation lap. So, me. And we get to see what Jamie.
Jamie. Yeah.
And we get to see the tyres as well, with plenty of time. Right, so who is watching tonight? So the mods, we got Money Biscuit is here. Vips, LCFC Dave, also known as Lincoln Dave. So we've got Optics, we've got Alice Drea, we've got Blazer Guns, we've got Commander Root, we've got Dave 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 9. Drapsnet, we've got Harvey watching still, we've got Immortal Bros, we've got Jamie, King Cobra, Lollipub, Yorkie, Mr. Blue Sky T, Core, myself, makes sense, Snedden, Stygian, and you're watching, Timmer. Cool.
I'm indeed.
What do you think ahead of this race? What do you think? Is it going to be run of the mill kind of race, overtakes and battles, but no drama, or is it going to be the complete opposite? 5 safety cars, be screaming at the end of it.
Well, like before my race, I thought it was a relatively easy track. There wasn't going to be much safety cars, but boy, was I wrong. So I haven't seen these guys race against one another. So are they? Have you followed them?
Here's the thing, right? So Orphan said to me, like, because last week was my first one for F3, he said to me,
Jamie's going to win, Harvey. That's how is that even a question?
Yeah, because Jamie's found out, isn't he? Who's going to win? Right, let me look at the race director. So, really depends on the tyre choice. And at the moment, Yorkie's on the hard tyres, which is interesting.
No, I'd go medium, maybe. My football manager, I outminute.
Are you driving at the same time? How does that work?
Come on out of that.
I think in a normal run-of-the-mill race, no safety cars, anything, I think any of the top 6 could win it. The long straights. Yeah, that makes sense. I think any of the top 6 could win it on a normal run-of-the-mill race. Obviously, don't count anybody else out. I mean, obviously, those that retired early in Q1, I mean, they could still fly it through the field. I mean, you did it, Timmer, yesterday, so you can still win from 17th, 18th, etc. Yeah, I think it depends on the strategy. I mean, if Yorkie stays on the hard tyres, I'll be like, hang on. Although he was good last week on those hards, the opening stint. So, what do you think, Timmer? If you had to put a bet on it, what would you say?
They're all going to start medium.
I mean, who's going to win? You have to pick
Who's
someone.
going to win? If I'm picking somebody, I don't know. I'm doubting Jamie now with all this chat he's putting in the chat.
So, you know, Yorkie's listened to me now. He's gone on the softs. He's gone from the complete opposite. Don't listen to me. Why are you listening to me? Now, the only reason why I say hards is because you know this, Tim. The hard tyres at the start are really difficult because they take so long to warm up.
Yeah. I don't like the softs in this game either. They just seem to burn off the car straight away.
Alright, here we go.
I'd stay well clear of it. Who am I going to say is going to win it? I'm going to say Bizarre Mike. Come on. Jamie has to be in there. He has to be in the P2 or 3. I'm not listening to this crack that he's playing Football Manager.
Okay, Harvey. If I had to pick one, I'll go for Dave because he's been consistently quick, like all 3 qualifying sessions. I know he didn't get the pole, but remember he retired, so he could have gone quicker.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so in P20 we have 3 Ramblers, S07. In P19 we have someone, no one. In the Ferrari, struggling to see what kind of car he is in there. P18 is Joshua Meister in the Alpine. P17 is LR Blazer Guns in his Aston Martin. Followed and ahead of him in P16 is LA Ham in the Mercedes. We have Ipswich Checkers in P15. X Longson in P14 in the Ferrari. With Andy RSF1 Houston in P13. 13 unlucky for some. In the Red Bull. P12 Galaxy Connor in the Aston Martin. P11 is FFR Harry in the Alpha Chari. P10 is Rasha Alonso in the Haas. And P9 then is Alfa 4 in the second Haas, so side by side today. And P8 is Edom in the Alfa Romeo. P7 is HRV Thomas for his first race in an Alpine. P6 is Williams of Bizarre Mike. I'm tipping to win this. So don't let me down, Mike. Then P5 is Jamie, 24 in the AlphaTauri. P4 is Sheen 11 in the Alfa Romeo. P3 then is Dave in the Red Bull. We have the Williams of LWS Yorkie in P2. And then your P1 pole sitter is Snedden 69. And we have a Williams driving through P1 there in a second. So they're just lining up for the grid now. So I'll wait till Michael's now for the start.
alright, thank you very much. You keep an eye on the back. See if there's any shenanigans.
I don't know whether to do the aerial view or in the car at the back.
And there was a bit of a problem leading up to the grid. Yorkie did leave the session. Hopefully, he's able to get back in.
Send him another invite just to...
No, he got back in. He got back in, so he can take control of his car. One didn't line up correctly. That's why he got disqualified here. Here we go, 29 laps around Abu Dhabi in the kind of sunset situation at the moment. We'll be going to dark very, very shortly. In terms of the tyres, everybody in the top 10 on the mediums, apart from Arash Alonso on the hards. And we have 5 red lights. And lights up and away we go. Sheen got a very good start from Dave. Dave bonked off the line as Snedden keeps the lead into turn 1. Through turn 2 we go. Oh, there's a spinning Williams of Mike in the background. And I think a Ferrari got caught up as well as they sweep through turn 2. HRV Thomas is up into 5th place. Ahead of Jamie as well. Jamie, would you stop playing Football Manager? You're losing positions. Boar's made three positions. They're going 2-3 wide in the background. Sheen is all over the back of Yorkies to go down the back straight. Egon and Jamie going by side by side. Jamie, would you stop playing Football Manager? You keep losing positions again.
Alexi Connor there, he missed his brakes there into the chicane. He's lost positions as a result.
Jamie is dropping down like a stone. Here comes Longson with Harry. Longson in the Ferrari battling with both AlphaTauris by the looks of it. Through turn 8. A bit of understeer though, so Harry's back through.
Oh! Ipswich Checkers has just had a big snap there after bouncing off the wall.
Oh, Mike has got some damage and that Williams. This is going to be a rough evening. Maybe his points scoring record is going to go tonight. There's still a long way to go. Snedden already with just over a second lead. Lap 1.
Yeah, someone no one is really struggling. I think this could be the end of the night, I think, is it?
Right, so position gains. Josh, someone no one has retired already.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, he's in trouble.
He's running control. I think he's used to
yeah,
it.
He's in trouble,
It's very early in the middle.
Comes Josh in the Alpine. Josh has made the most gains out of everyone. He's up to 6 places, now 7 places. He's trying to get the traction past Alonso, and he has. So great stuff from Josh so far. Alonso though, back around the outside for turn 8. Sweep down the outside if you're brave enough, but he is on the hard tyres and he's struggling with so much understeer. This opens the door with laser guns in the Aston's also had a good start, up to 12th.
He's at 5 positions from the start, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. Is that a touch from on Alonso there?
All right in the middle of the road, everybody had to take avoiding action.
There's a cascade of penalties coming.
Jamie, he's parked on the last corner. Hopefully everybody avoided.
To be fair, there's not much you can do there.
Is he going to go into pits? He is. There's a Tekker's behind as well. Oh goodness. Mike is in as well for his front wing change.
Crazy first few laps.
All seems to be in the bottom half of the grid as well. Blazers on the hard tyres. He's the highest of those starting to get by Josh now into 10th place. So great start for Blazer, especially considering on those hard tyres. People say don't use them.
Yeah, that'll be banking on an early safety car. So, I mean, if an early safety car comes out, he has to stay out, and no matter it's healthy. Dave is closing in now on Sheen here.
I must have had a good start here, Tim. We're up to 5th place, right behind the leaders. Oh, Blazer, no! Blazer spun it. No.
Oh.
He can't get the luck. Him and Cornish at the moment cannot get the luck at all.
They'll probably do well around Monza.
Right?
There's less corners.
Ow! You feel it?
I'll get hate mail later on.
Here comes Dave. Slipstream pass on Sheen into third place, and Yorkie is right at the back of Snedden. Snedden didn't have a gap. Yorkie's just closed it right back up again.
Dave is burning all his ERS. He's just throwing caution to the wind here. It's quite hard to harvest it back around this track as well.
Not a lot of heavy braking zones, is there?
No.
You've got like the chicanes, I think, really. Only ones. Right, so what's going on? So we've got the top 7 kind of pulling away here. We've got Harry, who's nearly 4 seconds off the back of top 7. It's a lovely aerial shot over the hotel. That's beautiful. With the cars below. You've got Yuskin in 10th as well. A few seconds back, but slowly into the rhythm here, Timmer. And Yorkie's not letting Snedden get away.
No, and he's starting to save a little bit of his ERS, so he had burned off quite a lot of it, so it's going to be a big thing for battling down the straight, isn't it?
Yorkie, he's going to get close, but I think he's too far back. Good manoeuvre, there you go. If he can get a run outside the chicane. I think at this point Timmer is just measuring his pace compared to Snedden. They're only on lap 5, still a long way to go, just measure yourself against it.
Yeah, stay with him and stay on his gearbox, yeah.
Left the session though.
Yorkie, I'll get him an invite.
It's the second time today now. And that's a real shame because he's now going to lose a lot of time. And Dave is going to see an opportunity to get by. Oh yeah, see. Hate this when this happens. To get him as well. Yeah, because they. Oh no! He got to do a spin. Oh. Normally the AI back out of it. And now he's being attacked at all angles by Sheen. Oh, over the curve though. Time penalty for Sheen. And that's brought Thomas and Core into this now.
Someone's mic, by the way. That's one of our mics, actually.
Right, there we go. Hopefully that sorted it. It's normally... Oh, Sheen again! 3-second time penalty. That's the second one he's got. As Core's got by Thomas, and here comes Dave back up to the inside into third. Goes wide on the exit though. Here comes Sheen back on the inside. Going 2 by 2 because Thomas and Core are having a good battle. Core back across. Good bang of wheels. The McLaren off at turn 2 as Sheen is trying to fight with Dave back ahead of him. A tussle this is. Thomas right behind. Egon here as well.
It's a great thing that here. Top 6.
So the mic being sorted. I think we get a little crackling every now and again. I just unplug my headset and it's fine.
I don't hear anything. It's like I'm trying to stream.
Yeah, it should be alright. As Thomas made an absolute mess of turn 2. Here comes Egon. As Dave is all over the back. I mean, this is losing touch to the top 2. Fantastic battle though. Here comes Dave on the slipstream of the Alfa Romeo, but here comes Core as well. Back up on the inside. Give me a good camera angle. It's not going to work. All side by side. Out of the chicane. Everyone will get a bit of a wobble as Egon's got by Thomas. Here comes Core. A straight line speed on the Haas. 3 wide. Give me a good camera angle. That's better. Oh. Great racing this is. Dave just hanging on to third for dear life. Being all over the back of him. And then you've got Core, and then you've got the other Alfa Romeo of Egon and Thomas. 5-way battle for third.
That's Ipswich Decker's return in the pit, sir. Not his night.
Look at these 5 cars. Fantastic. I mean, again, they're losing touch of the top 2. I think Yorkie came back in and he's minimising the gap for Snedden.
I love how this game still hasn't figured out how to not let retired cars out of the pits.
Oh god, yeah, I've just seen that. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Sheen's not going to be close enough. None of them are close enough to make a move. They allow Longson back into this. Oh, it's Snedden! Snedden's made a mistake! He's dropped it!
Oh, he's dropped it too.
He's got damage. He does.
He does, yeah, mine fits it.
Oh my god, how's he dropped that? Edge of the chicane. Just too much wheel spin on the curb, I guess?
Yeah, the curb comes right, you know.
All of a sudden, Yorkie's now in the lead with about 3-second gap to, well, this battle, now back to second, now going for second. Thomas nearly spinning it through the penultimate corners. We've gone to lap 9 already. The race is flying by.
Snedden is in for his win.
He's going to be gutted with that Snedden, isn't he? He's in relative to control.
On the hards, he's going to go to the end of things. Easy from here.
That should be alright, yeah?
The corner is going to make him run an Egon here.
Nice, easy DRS pass into third place now, onto the podium. Sheen is going to have DRS on the back of this. Oh, look at the power, look how strong DRS is nowadays. The turn A course hanging on the inside. Oh, bit of tire rubbing. Sheen's still there, he's going to have the inside line now for the next couple of corners. Core's got to back out of it, and he does.
Robust defending? Is that what you'd call it?
No, David spun it in front. No.
Oh, and he's collected Longson. Yeah. He just reversed out. He should have. We talk about what he should have done, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, Dave. That Sheen, not Sheen, Snedden and Dave now both dropping it. Gives Yorkie almost a 5-second lead up front.
You'd be saying it's Yorkie's to lose now.
Snedden was probably thinking that.
Yeah. let's not give me all that confidence first, you know how that goes.
Clever from Core, could have gone for a lunge in the chicane in the first part, trying to get the rest of the back, but gets a snap of a
exit. We can get a better exit out of the chicane.
Right, so Snedden is the highest has stopped onto the hard tyres.
We've Harry there in P6. He is closing the gap as well to P5, so I'd say he's hoping that these guys in front just keep battling. Oh! Egon's gone round. Saved it a small bit, I think.
Close. Leader pits, Yorkie's in. Oh, and Sheen. second penalty. Being in the pit lane. Yorkie, the leader, is in. Hard tyres to the end, easy enough.
The undercut here is a lot stronger than the undercut.
A bit sideways underneath the pit lane, and is he going to get out ahead of LA16 Hammer? He is. That's worked out perfectly. Yeah, trying to get those tyres up to temperature.
I'd imagine Thomas and Max are probably going to come in next, I'd say.
Snedden behind. Snedden is still second of those that pitted yet. So I wouldn't count Snedden out of decent points. Obviously a lot less than what he was hoping for where he was, but still enough of this race to go to recover something, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a safety car in the next 3 or 4 laps, I mean, everyone is going to be back in this race, you know.
We know how easy a safety car can be in this, especially this track.
Gap to leader, Stygian is looking for the gap to the leader.
Okay. Yeah, I've had to put my phone on charge so I can't see the chat. There's the gap to leader, Stygian. Obviously for his brother Cole, I believe. There goes your keep back into the net.
Josh. Stygian engineering, is he?
Right, so Yorkie is still the net leader. 3 ahead of yet to pit. Josh is all over the back of Ham and the Mercedes. Can't get close enough because he's got no ERS left at all. Blaze, who's yet to pit, has got by Thomas, and that's not what Thomas needs, because now he's got Snedden right behind. Oh, but look at the extra grip. Oh, trying to go on the outside, but here comes Snedden. Might make it a 3 wide situation. Yes, he is. Dive up on the inside. This is 3 wide. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful from Snedden. Goes wide on the exit. Here comes Thomas. Side by side. Game did not want to give me a good angle at all, but Snedden with a double overtake at turn 8. That was brilliant.
This is lovely doing it.
Oh, Thomas. Thomas has spun it out of the hotel. I think he collected a Haas of Alonso as well.
It's just the nature of that corner too, isn't it? If you spin, no matter what way you look, after the spin you're liable to get somebody who is coming around the corner, so it's of utmost importance to heed the yellow flag that's waved coming into that section.
Right, so Yorkie has 3.5 second lead over Sheen, but Sheen has, I think he's got a load of time penalties. Yeah, he's got 11.
Four's gone down the inside of Snedden here.
Oh, Jamie's out. Jamie's out, and safety car. Where's Jamie dropped it? That's middle
yeah,
turn 3.
Turn 3, yeah.
Well, this race has changed on its head, Timmer.
And my driver, I said, was going to win. Open the steering. It decided, Josh.
At least that brings.
Get close the old football manager. You're looking to have to open the steering wheel.
Right. So what's going to happen here? 16 lap. Mediums go to the end from here. Or no?
They're probably working that they're going to be shot.
Jamie with another time penalty. And speeding in the pit lane. Oh my goodness, he's got 19 seconds of penalty. So Core stays out, Snedden stays out, that makes sense. Dean is going to pit. Soft tyres? What? Okay, softs won't last. Surely not. That's
Is that a glitch that they put on the wrong tyre for him?
well, Ham and the Mercedes gone to mediums. Who else is? Josh is staying out for track position. Is he going to get out ahead of Sheen? He does, just about. Right. So, Sheen on soft. The softs definitely won't last, will they? He'll have to pit again.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
So, Ham, Tree and Blaze and Alonso, the only ones going mediums. The rest, well, Blazer Gun's gone softs as well. Galaxy Connor is pitted for hard tyres, and Mike has stayed out because he was at the back anyway. Okay. I'm surprised more people didn't pit here, Timmer. I'd maybe chance at the mediums. I agree with you that it probably is tough to do it, but
the only thing is, I suppose you've only maybe 2-3 laps under safety car where you're not going to have that tyre wear.
yeah.
I'd imagine Blazer Guns and Sheen are going to pit again, I'd say, put on a different set of boots.
Unfortunate for Yorkie, isn't it? Because he had a comfortable gap, and now he's got 2 very quick drivers in the tier of Snedden and Core right behind him. Snedden especially. Snedden has basically got a jail-free card out of this, hasn't he? Because he was...
Yeah, after that spin, of course, he was well off the top, but sure staying it.
And of course, there's a Mike who had that spin very, very early on. In fact, in the first corner, is now back in this race. Well, albeit 17th, but he now has a chance to carry on his point scoring record. I'm really keen actually for him to continue it.
I think FFR Harry has a good chance as well here. He's quick enough to probably mix it with the top 3 guys there. Good position to do so. And Andy Yukin has made serious ground as well from that early qualifying and qualifying.
As well, Josh Meister. You could even say Core up from 9th place. So Core's gone from disappointment in qualifying to potential podium here. If you can keep it together with Yorkie, Snedden, Egon, Thomas around him. But again, a little shout out to Thomas here, Timmer. First race, and I don't think he's put a foot wrong. He's been in 3 wide situations as well before.
Yeah, he seems clean, and that's the main thing, isn't it? That you can battle guys side by side through any corner. Just to have the ability to know to leave a little bit of space if he is side by side with you, that's the biggest thing.
Alright.
And it makes for great viewing too if the drivers do know that, like, you know, it just makes it look class on stream.
Yeah, first thing you do in your first race, make a good first impression. You see so many have a very bad first race and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I know.
Right, safety car restart. I'd imagine, I'd say midway through penultimate corner or last corner. No, he's gone before that actually.
Oh, he's gone well early, yeah.
So away we go. Hard tyres on a restart, very, very difficult to get warm up, but Core's right behind Yorkie on the restart. Oh no, Dave has spun it in the last corner. He was back in the race as well, and now he's spun it. Now he's way behind.
Thomas had a bit of wobble there of turn 3 there. He's lost his position to FFR Harry. Adds the cold tyres. You really have to warm up these tyres when you're in the safety car. It's
Alfa Romeo Sheen, I think, trying to make moves ahead of Josh. New wide situation there. pulled away a little bit ahead of Egon. Remember, Egon has got a lot of penalties. No, Sheen is the one who's got a lot of penalties. He's got 14 seconds in Sheen, so unless Sheen can make a good gap, I think points would be very difficult to get.
Yeah, not with that kind of penalties, it's highly unlikely that he will finish in points. So.
Still trying to make the moves though. He's got by long.
No! Thomas has spun.
Oh, again.
And it's collected 2 or 3 cars at the back.
I think Connor as well. Oh, the Williams of Mike. Williams of Mike, I think, got caught up in it as well. Going slowly. Oh! Yellow flag. Core! No! Core's dropped into the wall. And...
no.
Virtual safety car? Yes, virtual safety car. He's got no front wing as well.
Ooh, that was close.
Turn 2 3 again. It keeps claiming our drivers here.
It's the hards. The hards just starting up to temperature at the moment, so makes it very difficult to push on them.
That's a shame for Core. Brings them out of the podium battle. Unless safety car comes out, it'll be very difficult to get points from that. It's a real shame. Right, so Yorkie leading ahead of Snedden. Egon and Harry in 4th. Yuskin up to 5th. Yuskin's had a decent race, has stayed out of trouble. Sheen and Blaze are still trying to make moves on the soft tyres. Basically, the only thing they can do, Timmer, really, Laser and Sheen, just try and make positions and then just see what happens.
Yeah, and try and limit the amount of penalty points to get as well is going to be a big thing as well. Keep the nose clean.
Yeah, you never know. We could have another late safety car and all of a sudden they're back in it. So of course, going to remind himself as well as he's dived into the pits.
Not to speed.
He's looking all over the back of Josh. Nearly hit the back of him. Has hit the back of him. Oh, spin. Back in the Triumph now. Did not get the luck, Blazer. I mean, he's a good driver, Blazer. He just keeps getting on in these unfortunate situations. Just got caught out by Josh's braking, I think. Here goes Sheen, though. Inside of Ham in the Mercedes. Going really quick on the soft tyres. Ham is fighting it, though. Sheen into 6th place. He's trying his best on this strategy that he's on.
Ham doesn't really need to be battling with Sheen. Sheen is going to have to pit. No question about that. So I'd be nearly letting him go, to be honest. Maybe just stay right behind him and pull you along up to the next guy.
Yeah.
With yellow flag at the back there.
Oh, it's Mike and Connor. Mike and Connor. 5-second penalty for Mike. Oh, Mike is having a horror show of a race. Connor's in the pits. I think there must have been a bit of a shenanigans back there. Always. Ham has done a Max Verstappen-esque dive up to through turn 5 there on Sheen. So I think Sheen's soft tyre's already gone. 5 laps.
Yeah, that'll be about right. 6 laps. They're shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sheen got nowhere near high enough, I don't think.
Remember the last game, hards were rarely used. It's gone the opposite way now. I think softs are just sort of the tires just stay away from.
Yeah, unless qualifying or you get a very, very late safety car, you need that spurt of grip.
Yeah.
And short tracks, maybe likes of Monaco and Canada. Even then, maybe you just don't use them at all.
Oh no! Euskin's gone around there.
Oh, he's got to wait such a long time.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait until the nearly all pass now.
He's guns him. Euskin was doing really well as well. He's dropped to 13 behind Dave. As
Ham is up to 5th here at the moment. He's climbed 11 positions. He's right on the back now of Paul Harry. So he's really making the mediums work. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna stick the nose in. Sure, we have him here now at the DRS now. He's gonna down the right hand side of him.
Swoop ran the outside. Making those mediums work for now.
Yeah, the mediums have switched on, of course.
Right, so he's up to 4th. And how many penalties does Egon have? Egon has 3, so Egon has a bit of a gap. Back to Ham at the moment. About 5 seconds, so he's still got 2 more seconds to play with. As Sheen gets another penalty to add to his collection. 17 seconds now. It looks like Timmer Yorkie's keeping the gap to Snedden up front.
Yeah, he's just balancing it around the 1 second.
Harry's gone.
No.
Only Alphatari, but he's got going again.
He dropped it.
I didn't see a car go really wide, and I didn't think they dropped it. I thought they just went off the racing line. I think Blazer's done.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he was up on 21 points. He's there.
Normally, when you see someone speeding in the pit lane, normally it's the telltale sign they're going to retire. Snedden, just keeping Yorkie within eye distance, if that makes sense. You can still see him.
He is closing the gap ever so slightly. But obviously he needs to break that 1 second barrier just to maybe bring them in with DRS and save DRS if he can at all, because it's going to be key in the last few laps.
Got more DRS than Yorkie, so I've got 3 times as much, or well, more than 3 times as much. He can just get close enough.
Pushing.
He's in the pits, probably for another set of soft tyres. So that's going to drop him. That's going to drop him to stop in the pits. Trim Blazer tired in the pits.
Yeah. I mean, the guys in front of you had 12 seconds, 8 seconds, and 6 seconds.
He could have had points, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Gene's come out in 12th place in another set of soft tyres.
Snedden now has DRS on Yorkie, but he's kind of saving his ERS if he goes to be.
Houston's done as well. Alonso looking at the back of Harry for 8th place, but Snedden has definitely closed the gap on Yorkie. He is sensing, smelling that victory at 23 or 29.
Alonso's all over the back of Harry's car there.
Then he hit the back of him. Turn 1, that was close. Snedden. Snedden's going for the lead on Yorkie, using that ERS. He's going to make a move on the first chicane. No. On the first part, I mean. Can he get the good exit?
Better to save it for this side if you can take him this straight.
Here we go. We go for an outside move, I think, but Yorkie senses it, so Snedden says, I'll go to the inside, and takes the lead away. Right, if I was Yorkie now, because he's on 6% ERS, I would try and stick to the back of Snedden, save some ERS maybe for the last couple of laps. That's if he can, though. I mean, Snedden looks to be on rails at the moment.
He's on it.
And we made that mistake earlier.
As you're going as a chat, so you're saying the track limits are a bit ridiculous. He's getting 2 warnings on one corner for putting one wheel over the line, so...
Yeah. Remember Snedden had that mistake earlier, Tim, where I think he's just driving with anger in himself. Totally making him go quicker.
Yeah. I find that driving angry only works when you're trying to catch somebody that you only get the lead, you don't know how to do it.
Right, 5 laps to go. Bring up penalties here. Alex is kind of with another one. HRV Thomas with another one. He's got 15 seconds actually, so penalties catching up with him. Right, so let's see, let's give a rundown. So Snedden and Yorkie. That's the second. Yorkie is just about keeping up with Snedden anyway. Trying to save the RS, but he's not saved a lot. Egon still good for third. Has a 3-second penalty, but he's still got another 3 seconds to play with by himself, I think, in 4th place. Longson, Ferrari in 5th, but Joshua Meister right behind. Josh has penalty. FFR Harry, even though he's keeping Alonso behind for the time being, he will lose it because of the penalty that he has. And then you got Dave in the Rebel in 9th. Thomas, 15 seconds of penalties, so he's got about a 7-second gap back to Bez and Mike, who's in 11th. We got Sheen, Core, and Cassie Connor, as Egon has just spun it up 3rd, and hams through into 3rd place.
You couldn't write this sort of stuff. It's been so many changes throughout the race.
Right, so lap 25. And Yorkie is actually keeping up to the back of Snedden, which is good, as long as he could save enough ERS. He's still got way less than what Snedden has got.
Yeah, he's still burning it. He needs to hold off, maybe.
Hitting the back of him, as Longson is now into 5th place and could be actually looking at a 4th if he keeps the pace up, but Josh is still with him. As long as you can get rid of Josh and maybe look forward, he can maybe nab 4th place off of Egon.
Josh and Longson have been battling the last 4 or 5 laps like this, so similar to Alonso and Harry, they just can't seem to get enough down the DRS straight to capitalise on it, so they're kind of stuck behind them then.
Lap 26. The laps are ticking down, the chances are going away for Yorkie, but here he goes, there's a bit of VRS through back into the lead. By side though, and Snedden had to sort of back out of it. I think Snedden won't mind that actually. He still has a bit of ERS to sort of use if he wants to.
Yeah, I think he just sticks behind him like he did before. And If he does it on the second last lap, maybe it's going to be very hard for Yorkie to come back at him then.
Here comes Alonso outside of Harry into turn 5, no, turn 8, sorry. Nice. Mike gets a 3-second penalty. I think that means Mike is not going to get in the points for the first time this season. He's had a rough roller coaster of a race, though, to be fair to him. 11 seconds, yeah, that's probably scuppered his chance of a point.
Oh, Harry. He went very wide there on the second last turn.
Oh, so that was a justified 3-second penalty then?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely, he's just.
This is big for Yorkie, actually. With Mike at the points, Yorkie will take back the championship lead off his teammate. And that's even if Snedden manages to find a way by. This is why Yorkie's trying to hold on. Yorkie actually won the opening round in Mexico. Was second.
Dave is joining this Alonso Harry party now, so he seems to be much quicker than the other two guys.
Oh, here he goes.
And around this outside of Alonso there. Seems to be lagging a slight bit there.
Almost like Alonso had an engine failure. Did barely have any straight line speed at all. Is he there?
He's no ERS.
Ah, okay.
Dave is less than him, so I don't.
That was actually for position as well, because Dave and Alonso on the same penalties. He's got less than Harry, so this will be 7th place for Dave if he can hang on. Oh, no he doesn't. Now he has to... yeah, he's on the... him. Uh-oh.
Big Biscuits there in chat. He said Snedden's ERS, or Snedden's ERS advantage might win this for him.
Yeah, 44% compared to 13.
He is falling back though. He needs to get on it now. Second last lap, he has to send it now. Oh, Alex O'Connor has retired.
Yeah, he was 13th, so right, lap and a half. So Snedden has kind of bided his time, just waited. Now he's going to make the move. Can't hold back any longer.
Full send mode.
Hope that Aston Martin car doesn't actually get in the way of this. I'm a bit worried where it's coming out. You see where the dot is? Yeah, I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Snedden running very close to the track limits. Here we go, except turn 2. Please be off the racing line. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. That's why I was worried. That was heart in mouth stuff. Yorkie gets the traction out. Here comes the DRS for Snedden. Yorkie doesn't have barely any to defend. And through, almost touching tyres. Yorkie can get Snedden parking it on the corner. And Yorkie fight back. No, look at that ERS push that Snedden has. I think Muddy Biscuit was right. That ERS that Snedden has saved could work in his favour. He's just got the last sector to go.
Few tricky corners here now, so he just needs to take care.
Yeah, no mistakes. I think Yorkie can really pass here. He's chucking the car into the corner. But Snedden has timed it absolutely perfectly. Yorkie going for a last little lunge on the last corner, but Snedden has done it. Back-to-back victories for him. Yorkie takes 2nd place. And it's going to Mercedes double podium with LA Ham in the other Mercedes is going to come home in third place with limited fuel. So third for Ham, fourth for Egon, fifth for Longson, sixth for Josh. Dave's going to get seventh. I think in the Red Bull, I think actually Alonso might jump up to seventh. No, jumps up to eighth. Thomas in his first race gets points for the Alpine, or a point, which means Mike's point scoring run is gone and his championship lead is gone. Well, provisionally anyway. Mike in 11th of a roller coaster of a race, Sheen 12th, and Core also of a roller coaster race to forget in 13th place. Decent racing though, isn't it?
It's good, yeah. Or from there in chats, yes, Mercs.
Oh yeah, the Mercs.
Ah, them guys. I think I have the invite sent to.
Yeah.
So Snedden, Ham, and Yorkie.
Yorkie, yeah.
All that invites.
And there you have it. There is the race from F3. A good race, had that safety car towards the end again. Good battles, good freeway battles as well, a couple of occasions. All good natured. I don't think I saw anything malicious with that, so that's what you want to see. And oh, Bimmer, LA16
yeah.
Ham almost. I think he mirrored actually what you did from 16th to 3rd.
Yeah.
So you went 17th to 3rd, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not at all. So here's all your results. Snedden in the Mercedes with the victory. Yorkie in second. First and second stayed where they are. Not the full story though, but good stuff for them. LA16 Ham from 16th on the grid to 3rd. A good result. Egon from 8th to 4th. Now Alfa Romeo should be very happy with that. Longson from 14th to 5th. Joshua Meister from 18th to 6th. So good races all round for the top 6. Dave in the Red Bull 7th. Had a couple of spins but still come home with points. In P7, Arash Alonso 8th. FFRE 9th. And Thomas in 10th. There's all your other finishes there. Galaxy Connor the fastest lap of the race. Means nobody in the top 10 got the point. And yeah, there you go. Right, Timmer, how do you want to do this?
I'll let you decide.
Okay. You do third and first, and I do second?
Yep.
Alright.
So third was LA Ham, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
With the start of P16 and managed to put it P3 at the end. Great race. Just can you talk us through how it went for you and even qualifying? What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was just a mix of good and bad luck, really. Like, somebody reset their car on track, so I got a 5-place grid penalty. But then I managed to get lucky with a safety car on the hard tyre, pitting just at the right point. And then when the VSC came out, my car wouldn't accelerate, so I lost 4 seconds again. So, just ups and downs.
This game.
Yeah, not like this game to be glitchy, right?
Yeah, and I believe the car that came out in front to you actually was the game reset it out onto track, if that makes any sense, from the pit lane.
Yes, because it's the tunnel, isn't it?
Yeah,
They can't block it.
Yeah, so that was just very unfortunate, of course. Well, congratulations on your P3, Ham.
Thank you.
How you fixed for, I think it's Portugal next, isn't it?
Portugal next, yeah.
Yeah. How are you fixed for Portugal?
I've done absolutely no practice, so we'll see. Fingers crossed for some more luck again. Just good luck this time.
Yeah. Congratulations again, Elayham, on your P3.
Thank you.
Michael, it's over to you.
Yeah, congrats on your second podium, Ham, after your win in USA. So good result. So well done on that. Second, we go to the Williams of Yorkie in. As I mentioned, yeah, Williams already. Your fourth podium, of the season already. So fantastic start for you and your team. Obviously, Mike had a very difficult race today. Not getting in the points for the first time. Benefits yourself though, because I believe you take the Drivers' Championship lead going into Portugal. But focus on this race here. Battling Snedden pretty much the entirety of that race, with the strategy and everything else. Had the lead after the safety car, but looks like Snedden nabbed it on the last overtaking opportunity on the last lap. But you're still going to be happy with second place, because as I mentioned, that's 4 podiums from 6 races. Can't be too disappointed with that result going forward.
No, I think just got to keep it consistent, keep getting these podiums, high points. I knew it only a matter of time that Snedden were gonna get me, and I assumed he'd saved up his RS, which he had. But yeah, happy with P2. Take P2. Yeah, safety car ruined it a bit, but yeah, I think these things happen. Can't be helped. So yeah, overall, yeah, P2. I'll take that.
Yeah, you had a rough night with a couple of disconnections as well. So I guess in that sense, getting second would also be a good result to take.
Yeah, I think if it happened again, I would have just retired in pits. I wouldn't risk it anymore. But thankfully, it sorted itself out. Yeah, just in time. But yeah, not the best start, but yeah, ended all right.
Yeah, I was just thinking also, I think I said at the start of the stream that obviously last week you ended up in 9th place, got very unlucky, I felt. I personally felt that 9th was not where you deserved to be. That's very unfortunate. So today, to come back, were you kind of on a mission today to try to sort of rectify what happened last week?
To be fair, I was just trying to get as high up as possible. I knew Snedden and a couple of the other guys at top would be fast and catching. So I was trying to keep it consistent. Like I said, a podium or just high points at this point, I'd be happy with. So yeah, second place, over the moon with that. Can't ask for really more, apart from obviously a win. But yeah, I think Snedden had the pace advantage just today.
Yes, so Portugal next. A still relatively new track to us. Very flowing, very interesting. Got first couple of corners as well. What's your thought on the track, and where do you think you can be in terms of the pecking order?
To be honest, I don't have a clue. I've done a couple of 5-lappers there, but an actual social race or a league race or anything longer than a 5-lapper, I've not really done it at Portugal, so it could be anywhere from 1st to 20th. So yeah, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, again, points. I'll be happy with points at Portugal. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, and hopefully your teammate can be in the points as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
So great stuff for yourself, Yorkie, and good luck in Portugal next week.
Cheers.
So on to P1, Mr. Snedden, 69. Congratulations on your P1. You managed to put it on pole as well in qualifying, so just talk us through your qualifying and your race and how you felt it went.
Oh yeah, thanks man. Qualifying was a bit not very smooth sailing. I think I had some trouble in Q2 just setting a lap, and then I managed to pull it out of the bag at the end of Q3. And then onto the race, I was kept Yorkie behind for the first couple laps, and then he started to get in the DRS, and then obviously he was unlucky with the disconnect, but I think he would have got me sooner or later. So that bought me a few seconds. Then yeah, I lost it on the second chicane. Yeah, don't really know what happened there to be honest. But then
Did you
got
get on the
lucky with
curbs,
the
was it,
safety
or did you was it on the curb you lost it, or you just the car just went of its own accord, kind of?
I don't know. I mean, the set my setup hasn't been feeling the most stable. Yeah, I don't know really. I guess just got on the power too early that one time, and yeah, got a bit of front wing damage, so I had to box.
But it all worked out in the end, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, got lucky with the safety car.
Geez, it was very close the last few laps there, and even there was an Aston Martin that came out from the pits from a retired car. I honestly thought it was going to take the 2E out. It was a very close call, but no, you played it very well as well, minding your ERS for the last couple of laps to kind of get past Yorkie. So congratulations again on P1. And how are you fixed for Portugal?
Not the greatest. I didn't like it last game at all, to be fair. But yeah, we'll give it a go. Hopefully back on the podium again, or at least high points.
Yeah, definitely. We'll best of luck in Portugal, and congrats on P1.
Thank you.
Michaels, have you anything to add there?
No, oh, very well. Yeah, said what I thought basically. So, yeah, well done, Snedden, on your back-to-back victories, and see if you can make it 3 in a row in Portugal.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right, and speaking of Portugal, that will be the next stop on our calendar for Tier 3. Yeah, very good race from F3. Good battles going on. From what I heard before I did Bahrain, my technical debut in this tier, apparently you guys were a bit of a crash fest, but I've not seen it personally. Few iffy moments, but not too many. Good battles going on, so more of the same from now to the end of the season would be very, very nice. But yeah, good race, Timmer. What can be said? Just had that safety car there, brought everybody back, and we had a bit of drama after that, and yeah, all very nice though.
Yeah, great race, Division 3.
Right, so, and yeah, we'll be back for more action around Portugal in the Circuit Algarve for still a relatively new track for everybody. Let's see if we can have the same old drivers near the top, or will the order be shaken up? We'll see next week. As for Abu Dhabi, we've got one more race to go if you're interested. We have the Tier 4 division, brought to you by Musical Rocket and Lincoln Dave. Always entertaining. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Make sure you watch that if you are interested. But until next time, next week will be the start of the Portugal races, so make sure you join us for all of those. But until next time, take care and good night.